children, I hope you must have seen the first part of bricks, beads and bones. Now today we are going to start second part of bricks, beads and bones. We had done about the town planning, drainage system, then little bit about the seals and about the ruins or excavation, the sources to know Harappan culture. Now we are going to continue the chapter. So those who have not seen the first part, please see the first part first, then see the second one. Now this is also known as Harappan culture. We had discussed about this in first part. Now we are coming to the point. Now information about art and sculpture during Harappan culture. How do we get the information? Like they were having the system of art and culture and they had made a lot of pieces of art because some statues are recovered, some seals are recovered, some pots are recovered, and this gives us a lot of information about the art and craft. So what you can see, art and craft, in this, how do we get, like where they were making seals or where they were making ornaments, a lot of leftover material is there. Like cutting and making of beads. In art, what do we see? Cutting and making of beads. They were making beads and they were cutting of shells also. Then they were making ornaments, seals and weights also. Weights for measurement, right? Then they all were the part of art and craft. Whatever they were making, that all was the part of art and craft. Then Chanhudaru was a bead making factory. Chanhudaru is identified as a bead making factory. How we can say there was a factory, bead making factory? Because we have got a lot of leftover material there. We have got a lot of shells, we have got beads also. So we can say definitely some work was going on here on large scale. The work of making beads, cutting beads was going on here on large scale. Then what sort of stones they were using? They were using quartz, they were using carnelian, they were using jasper. Why they were using different stones? Because different stones are having different colors and you can make beautiful ornaments with the help of them. Carnelian, jasper, then quartz, rhinestone, steatite. They were mainly used for making beads. Steatite was also used for making seals. Right here you can see the craft work by Harappan people. Harappan people, they are busy, the ladies are also there, children are also there and they are busy in some craft work. Okay. Then art and craft, when we talk about art and craft, then definitely these are also, this comes in art and craft, some pots are there and you can see different shapes are there. Some are having some pores also, holes also. So maybe they were using them for different purposes, right? So these are the pieces of art and craft. Now, identifying the production center. How we know that they were the production centers. Important thing, unused and leftover material, throw light on the centers of production. Because like what did I say just now, Chanhudaru was a bead making factory because unused and leftover material is recovered from Chanhudaru. So we can say this was a bead making factory. So this gives us information about that, right? The next you can see beautiful ornaments made of beads. Just now I told you they were using colorful stones and they were using them for making ornaments. So these are, you can say, the pieces of ornaments. And art and sculpture, when we say art and sculpture, some statues were recovered. These two are very famous statues. You can see here, one is a bronze statue. First one, you can see there is a girl. She has kept her hand on hips and she is in the position of dance. So what do we say? This is a statue for dancing girl that is made of bronze. So bronze statue for dancing girl is important. Then the stone statue for shawl clad yogi. And once again, there is controversy whether he was yogi or whether he was a ruler. So these two statues are important. Otherwise, some other statues like Mother Goddess and all are also there. So these all were the pieces of art and craft. Now what strategies were adopted to get the raw material? If you want to do something, then first of all, you need raw material. Even if you want to cook anything, you need raw material. So if they want to make beads, they want to make ornaments, how they were getting raw materials? What they were doing? There were many measures. So first of all, we will talk about there were raw material, the means to get raw material. Sometimes they were sending expeditions. They were sending expeditions also, and through expeditions they were trying to get raw material. Sometimes they were establishing their colonies by establishing colonies. They were establishing their colonies and they were getting raw material from there, right? So these were the means: sending expeditions, establishing colonies, and sometimes they were developing good relations and automatically they were getting the raw material for their purpose. So they were the means of getting raw material. Now coming to the next thing, that is they were having trade relations with other people also. Now evidences show that Harappan people had contact with other countries. Like which countries? Oman, Dilmun and Meluha. They were having trade relations. Trade relations with whom? They were having trade relations with Oman, Meluha. Meluha is also known as, that is called the land of sailors, and Dilmun. These are the places again important for 1 marker. Take 1 mark question. You please keep them in mind. Harappan people had trade relations with Oman, Meluha and Dilmun, right? So these were, how do we know? How we can say they were having trade relations? Because the seals of Harappan period are recovered from Oman, Dilmun and Meluha, and the seals or the pots of these places are found here in the sites of Harappan culture. That is why we can say we had trade relations, because when you are having any relations, definitely some interactions will be there. Maybe your money is going to that country, that the money of that country is coming in your country. So this suggests that because seals are recovered from there, so this suggests that they had trade relations with them. Now again and again we are talking about seals. Now what was the use of seals? Seals were made of statite. I will show you picture of seals also. These seals you had seen in the first part also. Now why they were using? When they were sending the goods from their country to other country, then it was marked with the seal. Today also we use sealing wax. Sealing wax means if the seal is not broken, that means the material is safe. No one has touched it, disturbed it. So same thing was happening. What they were doing, they were just sealing, they were stamping their goods. So for stamping the goods, seals were used. Then next we are talking about Harappan script and its features. This is also important, and this is the main problem. Still the Harappan script is not deciphered. That is the main problem. If in future this script will be deciphered, then we will come to know about Harappan culture. Maybe many more things will come in light, right? So Harappan script, when we say, so what are the problems with Harappan script? When we talk about script, see, first of all, most important, not deciphered. Many people tried, but they didn't get success. They could not decipher the script. So this is the most important thing. No one has to decipher. Okay, maybe in future you can decipher. You will become an international figure also. Okay, next thing is, we are not sure about this script, whether it was written from left to right or from right to left. Means the direction is also not sure. We are not sure about the direction. Like today what we are doing, we are writing everything from this, means the left to right, left to right. So how do you know? How we can say we are writing from left to right? So we have got some clues that how they were writing, because one side, the side they have left the margin. We can say the script started from that side. That gives an idea about the direction. Okay. Then next is, the script is pictographic as well as alphabetic. Means both symbols and signs, both are used. Pictures are also used. Alphabetic. So this is important for you, and this is pictographic and alphabetic both. Around 375 to 400 pictures or signs are there. So this script is not yet deciphered, direction is not yet sure. This is pictographic as well as alphabetic, and from about 375 to 400 syllables are there. So we are not very much sure about the script, but still we are trying to decipher. Maybe in future when it will be deciphered, we will come to know about so many things of Indus Valley period. Now we come to the next one, that is weights. Weights, because they were used for measuring the items. Okay? Then weights were made of different items. They were made of metal also. They were of different shapes. They were of different size. So weights were used for measurement. They were of different shape and different sizes also. Then we have this color. Then here you can see one statue of a mother goddess. This is very famous statue. As you can see, this statue, the statue of a lady is there. The statue of a lady is there, and she is heavily ornamented. She is having fan-like structure on her head. So she is considered as mother goddess. That is why mother goddess. Okay. So this statue is made of stone and famous statue also. Then next is hierarchy or order. What was the order? What was the concept of administration? This is also important. This also comes in 3-mark question. Previously the questions were 4 marks. Now the questions of 3 marks come. The pattern is changed. Okay. So when we say the system of administration, how they were running their administration. So 3 points are there for administration. 3 points are there. One thing, there was no ruler. One concept is no ruler. Some historians say there was no ruler, automatically means each and every person was responsible for the administration. They were very responsible person. Other historians say, no, there were many rulers, such a large civilization. So some say there were many rulers, means one ruler in Lothal, another in Kalibanga, and in Mohenjo-daro, another in Harappa. So there were many rulers. Some says no, there were one ruler. So 3 concepts are there. No ruler, many ruler, and one ruler. We cannot say anything fixed like they were having such system. Why we are not sure? Because script is not yet deciphered. So we are not sure about anything. Different historians are having different opinion about the administrative system of Indus Valley period, or you can say Harappan culture. So this is the concept, different concepts about the order. Once again you can see the short clarity here. Now we come to the next thing, that is the decline of Harappan culture. This civilization extended, such a large expansion was there. Like you can see, it was there in Gujarat also, in Rajasthan, then it was in Jammu also, in Uttar Pradesh also. So such a large, it was expanded in vast area. So how this come to an end? What were the main causes of decline of the civilization? Once again we are not sure about anything. Different historians are having different opinions. Some say the civilization declined because of climate change. One reason, climate change. Second reason given by the historians, they say this was because of the rivers had changed their route because of lack of water. Rivers became dry and they changed their route. Maybe because of that the civilization declined. Then some says because of deforestation. Then some says because of excessive use of land. And the last is invasion of Aryans. So see, there are 5-6 concepts about the decline of civilization. Different historians says different. When the question comes, what were the causes of decline of Harappan culture? Please don't write this was the cause. You will have to mention, like different historians are having different opinion as the script is not yet deciphered. Some says decline was due to flood. Some says there was lack of water. Rivers changed their route. Some says invasion of Aryan, and some says because of deforestation. So different historians are having different opinion. Now discovery of Harappan civilization. One thing here also, when there is a name given Cunningham. Cunningham, he was in doubt. This also is important for your question. And see who was Cunningham, that is there in the book also. Who was Sir John Marshall, who was Cunningham, you must know all these things for 1 marker, right? Now, Cunningham was in doubt. 3 points are there. If the question comes, you will have to mention 3 points. 3 marks, 3 points. 1. He used a Buddhist literature. You know, Indus Valley or Harappan culture was in BC, in 2600 BC to 1900 BC. At that time, Buddhist culture was not at all introduced. Lord Buddha was not there at all. So, how you can use Buddhist literature for describing Harappan culture? So, this is a wrong concept. Second thing, the time period given by Cunningham is again wrong. Okay. Then third, he believed that Indian history starts from the cities developed in Ganga Valley. That is also wrong. It did not develop in Ganga Valley. It developed in Indus Valley. Indus River, it developed nearby Indus River. So all the three concepts given by Cunningham were wrong. Time period, wrong. Use of Buddhist literature, wrong. Then development around Ganga River, wrong. So this was the doubt of Cunningham. This question generally comes. Now modern ancient civilization. Who said? Sir John Marshall said it was a modern ancient civilization. Then Wheeler says new techniques, new questions. So these are the views given by the historians. Now what is the problem of correlating with the past? How we are disabled to correlate it with the past? First of all, classification of discoveries, then problems in interpretation, then limitations. One by one we will discuss. This script we have already discussed. The script is not yet deciphered. Some limitations are there. Again, that is because of the script also. Okay. Then we are not very much sure about their religious belief also, because we see that they were worshipping nature, they were worshipping Mother Goddess, they were also worshipping some other animals. So we are not very much sure about their religious beliefs. So it is very difficult to correlate them with anything. These are the problems, right? So with this we come to the end of the chapter. You just go through all the points, and if you have any doubt, you can please ask question, write your questions in the comment section, okay? And then I will answer. Then questions are given in at the end of the video. You can take a screenshot and write the answers in your notebooks also. Then we will discuss short questions also in other videos. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Learn from home.